Officer Derek Williams showed up when the city needed him. Now, the city had made a choice not to show up for him. And a man without health care, getting dialysis 7 days a week. Mayor Sean Patterson Howard, the city of Mount Vernon government, the Mount Vernon Police Department has officially given Officer Derek Williams a death sentence. Instead of giving him an opportunity to have a hearing, they gave him a death sentence. Let that sit in.
This is the Publisher's Desk with Damon K. Jones, brought to you by Black Westchester Magazine.
Peace and blessings, everybody. This is Damon K. Jones. This is the Publisher's Desk. And today we're going to have a conversation about accountability, about morality, and having a moral compass. Now, those that you don't know the story with Derek Williams, Officer Derek Williams, he is basically facing termination while undergoing dialysis 7 days a week to stay alive. Now, if you know about the story, you know the background, but I'm going to go through the background real quick. He's a 19-year veteran. He was on the front line during COVID. He caught COVID, the complications of COVID, which is medically known, creates other complications in organ failure. So he developed kidney failure. And the city response was, it was no paperwork. So because there's no paperwork, we're not going to accept it. And tonight, we're not dealing it with politics, right? We're dealing with accountability. Because what the city did after they looked and saw the problem is astonishing. So let's get straight to the facts. Officer Derek Williams is a 19-year veteran of Mount Vernon Police Department. He contracted COVID during the height of the pandemic. And today, he's still going through kidney failure, 9 hours of dialysis, 7 days a week just to survive. Now he's being terminated. He's not even facing termination. And the process of getting his benefits, the 207C hearing, to prove that it was work-related has been denied by the city. See, and right there is the issue. See, on December 18th, Mayor Sean Patterson Howard framed this as a process issue, not a merit issue. She said no determination was made that the illness was work-related because there wasn't no paperwork for 207C. Translation, we didn't say he's wrong. We're just saying he didn't file it right. But here's the problem. That's not the full story.
Miss emails, miss any paperwork submitted. The bottom line is we're willing to meet.
More importantly, the city is extending an olive branch. Termination would cut off Williams' health insurance just 6 months shy of qualifying for a reduced pension.
He said he needed 6 months to apply for medical disability, and we're going to extend it for 6 months so that he can maintain his medical coverage that he continues to pay into.
Vision is about extending grace, not saving face.
For me, it's not just about public pressure. I have to deal with public pressure every single day when I have to make decisions that are popular and some are unpopular.
Williams is suddenly facing developments on several fronts. He tells me he's considering the city's offer, but will only meet with department brass with the proper representation present.
Officer Williams did what he was supposed to do. He requested in 2020 for a 207C hearing. And was this injury 207C related? And they told him no. So he didn't submit any paperwork because he was told no. And the PBA didn't push back on the department and have him write the report. So when the mayor said what she said, what did Derek Williams do? He put in a formal request for a 207C hearing. He didn't do it casually. He did it by state law, federal law, and case law. He went to the police department. The request was also submitted to the city council. And after reviewing the evidence, City Councilman Andre Wallace, who was over the police department, recommended that the hearing be granted. Let me say it again. A formal request was made. The evidence was reviewed. And the city councilman, Andre Wallace, who is over the police department and public safety, said Officer Williams deserved a hearing. But that hearing never happened. It was discouraged in 2020. It was denied in 2026. This is not about no paperwork. This is about the city denying the process that determines truth. See, let's understand something, brothers and sisters. The 207C hearing is not a favor. It's actually due process when dealing with workplace injuries. It is a mechanism that answers one question. Was the injury job-related? Instead of answering that question, the city avoided it. No medical determination, no full review by city's medical doctors, just a procedural block. And when you deny that process, brothers and sisters, you control the outcome. And this is why the city should be held accountable. See, let's bring it back to reality. This is not a policy debate. This is a man on dialysis every day to stay alive. And the mayor and the police department reduced it to a paperwork argument, then offered a 6-month extension of coverage. She calls it grace. But what grace do you give to someone when you deny the process of a hearing? Win, lose, or draw. That's not grace. When a man's life depends on coverage, that's not charity either. Is it his responsibility of leadership? Now let's talk accountability. Where the hell was the PBA? Why wasn't these protections enforced? Nobody wants to talk about that. Where was the lawyer, Steve Isaacs? Where was he at? Why wasn't these protections in place? See, those are fair questions. See, but even if the union failed, the responsibility does not shift. The city and the Mount Vernon Police Department are still legally obligated to follow state and federal law. COVID-related line of duty injuries were not optional protections, according to the law. See, they were established protections, and those protections were not applied here. This wasn't confusion. This was a decision. Who made the decision? If the commissioner works at the will of the mayor, and we know the history of Mount Vernon when it comes to the relationship of decision-making between the mayor's office and the Mount Vernon Police Department, the mayor is an unidentified co-conspirator on how the police department is run. So she cannot play that she just doesn't know. There were established protections by federal and state law, and those protections were not applied here. This case exposes something bigger. What happens when systems prioritize procedure over people? What happens when leadership hides behind technicalities instead of exercising common sense? The city has already showed it can delay action. So the question is not, could they act? The question is, why didn't they? See, public officials love to stand with first responders during a crisis. But the real test of leadership, brothers and sisters, comes after the crisis is over. Officer Derek Williams showed up when the city needed him. Now, the city had made a choice not to show up for him. And a man without health care, getting dialysis 7 days a week. Mayor Sean Patterson Howard, the city of Mount Vernon government, the Mount Vernon Police Department has officially given Officer Derek Williams a death sentence. Instead of giving him an opportunity to have a hearing, they gave him a death sentence. Let that sit in. How is a man on dialysis going to pay for his medical treatment and medication without health insurance? See, at this point, it's no longer about policy. It's about responsibility. and what the police department of Mount Vernon has done, what Mayor Sean Patterson has done, it's sad. That's all I got to say. It's very, very sad. And the most sad thing about it is we black folks. We black folks. And we do each other. We don't have to worry about the white man and racism. We do each other dirty. Black lives don't matter in Mount Vernon. And it's not just one administration. It's a cycle. It's a cycle, right? Richard Thomas did it to my wife, suspended her for 10 months, then attacked our business because he didn't like what was being said. Whether people agree or not, Officer Bovell left him hanging, and Officer Williams, with his health benefits, how's he able to survive? It's no way y'all sleep good at night. It's no way. It's no way. It's no way y'all sleep good at night. I know Mount Vernon has a lot of new officers, a lot of good officers too, young officers, willing to serve the community, that have good hearts. But I'm telling you, y'all need to get another law firm for your union, because there's no way that the PBA should have missed those state and federal laws and protection of first responders under COVID. This should never happen to Derek Williams. And the fact that he just can't even get a hearing fair and square, that should bring some concern to the officers that give their lives to the city of Mount Vernon on a daily basis. You should be really concerned about that. Well, that's it. That's my show. You know, people share this because this is what black leadership looks like. See, they want to point at Trump and get your mind in a Trump atmosphere when black elected officials are doing black people like this, and no one talks about it. No one talks about it. If you believe in accountability, please subscribe to the channel. Go to blackwestchester.com, Black Westchester Magazine, for the news with the black point of view. And as always, I say, stay safe, stay blessed, and stay blacktastic. Peace out.
Appreciate you taking the time to engage with real conversations, real issues, and real perspectives that matter to Black America. Stay connected, stay informed, and as always, we'll see you next time at the publisher's desk. It's going to be blacktastic. If you're serious about political clarity and independent thinking, this is for you. The Political Thought Bundle includes 3 full books, all personally singling. Democrats and Republicans, The Ultimate Gangbangers, breaks down how the two-party system operates like a legalized street war for power. Emotional Politics, Logical Failure exposes how emotion has replaced strategy in black political engagement. Tolerance is for Cowards lays out a blueprint for extended policing and community-led public safety rooted in outcomes rather than slogans. 3 signed books. One bundle, $60. That's a $75 value, and you're getting signed copies included. This isn't left versus right. It's results versus rhetoric. Go to twosteppublishing.com and secure your signed Political Thought Bundle today. It's going to be blacktastic. For more than a century, Black America built its own economy under segregation, under discrimination, and under conditions most people today cannot imagine. We built businesses. We built banks. We bought land and property. In The Forgotten Blueprint, Damon K. Jones reveals how black communities created thriving economic systems from 1800 to 1965, and why that blueprint still matters today. This book challenges the idea that our future depends on politics alone and shows how ownership, family, and enterprise once powered black prosperity. The blueprint is not lost. We just stopped using it. The Forgotten Blueprint, how Black America built its own economy from 1800 to 1965. On sale now at Two-Step Publishing and Amazon. Black Westchester Magazine has been giving our community a voice, reporting the stories others ignore, holding power accountable, and making sure the truth about our communities is told by us. But independent black media only survives when the community supports it. If you believe in real journalism, community accountability, and keeping Black voices strong in local news, we need your help. Your donation helps us continue covering the stories that matter: politics, education, justice, and economic empowerment right here in Westchester. Support Black media, support Black truth, support Black Westchester Magazine. Donate today and help keep Black media alive. Because Black-owned independent media is Blacktastic. Black Westchester Magazine presents People Before Politics, the Sunday Rundown, every Sunday at 6 p.m. on YouTube. Join Damon K. Jones, A.J. Woodson, and Larnez Kinsey as they break down the biggest stories in politics, culture, and community from a Black point of view. No spin, no party loyalty, just logic, accountability, and outcomes. If it impacts Black America, we're talking about it. Tap in, subscribe, set your reminder. This Sunday at 6 p.m. is going to be Blacktastic.
This is the Publisher's Desk with Damon K. Jones, brought to you by Black Westchester Magazine, where life, culture, community, and faith meet truth, power, and purpose.